Hello and welcome. How dramatic was that? What's up? Welcome to part 1 of Horizon Burning Shores. We finished the Forbidden West playthrough, so if you didn't watch that, you should probably watch that first, but we are going to embark upon the DLC here, which I understand is just going to be a ping to Aloy's focus. I know absolutely nothing about this DLC. I don't know where it takes place. I don't know what it's about. I don't know how long it is. It is totally blind, so all of the reactions that you will see from me in this playthrough are on the fly. If this for some reason is the first playthrough that you're going through with me, you should know that I pause the game a lot. I do my best to use these games to illustrate psychological concepts, and that's the primary focus of the game. It's not to be the best player of this ever. Those of you that are frustrated that I play these games on easy, too bad. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to spend all my time doing combat. I'm here for the story, and that's the important part. I do not claim to be right about the things that I talk about. I'm just adding a perspective. So I love folks leaving comments and telling me your perspectives, and I am all up for spirited discussions about the stuff that we talk about. It's a very cool game. It has offered a lot so far, and I'm excited to have more of it. So without further ado, make sure you leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, engage with this. It helps with the algorithm. I'm excited to bring this to you. The Zeniths have been defeated, life on Earth saved. A new threat looms, more powerful than anything that has come before. But when it arrives, Aloy and her friends will be ready to face it together. Thank you for installing the Burning Shores DLC. Burning Shores DLC features new quests that continue the main storyline and is set in an entirely new area of the map, featuring new characters, machines, weapons, skills, tools, outfits, collectibles, and more. To start, make sure you have completed the main quest Singularity. Aloy will then be contacted with next steps. The new skills are available at any time. Ghost levels will be returned upon reaching the new max level. Enjoy! Okay.
Aloy, a certain complication has come to my attention that we must discuss. I'll be waiting at Tilda's. It's proven to be a useful headquarters for my inquiries into the Zenith base. And don't worry, I haven't disturbed her precious art.
Fine. I'll be there when I can.
Well, you know, gotta love that. Gotta love having old Sylens hanging out in the old intercom to start us off. I don't care if you disturbed her artwork. The hell would I care about that, Sylens? It's like the least of my concerns. Like, Tilda sucked. You want to burn her art down? Burn it down. Oh my god.
Going down.
Yeah. Oh, Sylens. I'm here. Hey, what's up, buddy? What you got for me, big dog?
So this is where Tilda tried to reel you in. What was her proposal? That together you could save the planet? Just as your precious genetic mother always wanted? I believe the old ones called that a bait and switch. Luring you with the promise of a vibrant new world, when in reality, It's doomed to be cracked open by Nemesis and scoured of life.
If you're trying to get a rise out of me about Tilda, it's not gonna work. And if you really believed we have no future, you wouldn't be here.
And perhaps I'm just waiting to see if you can once again achieve the impossible.
Dude's got no power. I cannot emphasize this enough. Like, he's got some power, I guess, because he's like, you know, cares about this stuff and has knowledge, but he decided to stay. And I think he's got to be so mixed up about that. Because he knows that he's relinquishing power by staying. He absolutely knows it. He could have left. Nobody was going to go with him. And everybody basically called his balk. So now I would imagine that he's still not going to shake this desire to compensate for that by being abrasive toward Aloy. And again, I think and it doesn't excuse his behavior, but I think he does that to try to recapture some sense of control. He wishes he could do everything alone. Everything. Wishes he didn't need the help of people like Aloy, but he does, and he won't settle that dissonance for himself. He won't acknowledge. I don't even mean he has to embrace it, but he won't even like acknowledge for himself that like this is important and that he doesn't have to be such a dick to people because they know he's useful. He built the thing that we needed in order to take those shields down. He has prowess. But instead of engaging with that, he just sort of engages with how everybody else is somehow less than or needed but wish you didn't need them kind of deal. And he gets really agitated as a result of that. It makes him frustrating to engage with.
Speaking of which, my preparations for Nemesis have revealed a new problem. I've been searching the remains of the Zenith base for any data that could help us. In doing so, I discovered that 13 of our spacefaring friends descended to Earth from the Odyssey.
But we only found 12 corpses total, including Verbena at the biotech lab.
Your math is impressive as always, but yes. It appears that one got away. His name is Walter Londra. In the 21st century, he was an aerospace magnate, but also a bit of a celebrity. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that he's far too dangerous to be allowed to roam free. You need to find him and deal with him.
Oh. Is that right? Do you mean you need me? You mean you can't do it yourself? All right. I'm over being addicted to Sylens. He's a complicated dude.
You said you've been searching through the Zenith base. Did you find anything that can help against Nemesis?
Well, I believe our best option is to unearth powerful technologies, from the Zeniths to the ancient past, or both. And with such knowledge in hand, we might be able to build a weapon to hurt Nemesis in a way that it can't currently anticipate.
Surprise attack. I like it.
Don't get your hopes up. I found a few leads, but nothing concrete. It will be a long search, I fear.
So Londra made his fortune by selling spaceships?
Not exactly. He built ships and drones that could mine near-Earth asteroids for rare metals, generating untold riches.
I'm starting to see why you're worried.
Indeed. Thanks to us, he no longer has access to the Odyssey or the Zenith base, but he likely has extensive knowledge of potent old-world technologies. As such, he represents both a threat and an opportunity.
You think he might know about something that can help with Nemesis?
It's possible, yes.
You said Walter Londra was a bit of a celebrity. What does that mean?
Although he made his money in aerospace, he put vast sums into the production of holographic entertainment. In fact, his wife was a famous actress.
Porn.
The two of them were often featured in tabloids and other media.
No.
Tabloids.
A type of news outlet that tracked the personal lives of celebrities. allowing legions of fans to live vicariously through the rich and famous.
Oh. Yuck.
Uh-huh. Escapism. It's all tabloids are.
So where do you think Londra went?
The coast, far to the south. An area racked by tectonic shifts and volcanic activity. The few Tanakh who have ventured there refer to it as the Burning Shores. But 1,000 years ago it was called Los Angeles.
Oh boy.
A hub for the technology and entertainment industries. Londra's space mining company Heaven Sent was headquartered there. It stands to reason he would retreat to familiar territory. I'll send you the coordinates. So, are you ready to track down our rogue Zenith?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to LA. LA. Like, I'm ready. So ready to go to LA. Do you think that any of the... No, I don't even want to worry about it.
Okay, to the Burning Shores then.
Proceed with caution, Aloy. I suspect Londra is even more devious and resourceful than the other Zeniths.
Oh, Sylens. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were actually concerned about my safety.
You're not. You're only concerned about her safety insofar as she can do what you need.
Aloy? I hope I haven't caught you in the middle of fighting a giant machine or something.
Hey, Beta, I'm actually on my way to the Burning Shores.
Oh, right. Gaia and I heard about your mission from Sylens. Be safe, okay? We'll be here if you need us.
Will do. Thanks.
So we're going by ourselves?
This is it. Londra's headquarters shouldn't be far. Okay, that can't be good. Shit! Come on! Come on!
Jesus.
Were you actually flying just now?
Yeah, just, not my best landing.
Damn, more machines. Stay back. I'll handle this.
Hold on, I can help too.
Let's see what you got.
Do you know who you're dealing with?
Fix the
Do you know who I am?
It's time to pick them off!
Should be able to
Classic
use it now.
LA line.
Not bad, stranger.
Last one!
Jeez.
See who takes it!
So many of them. All right, who are you?
Oh, you know how to hold your own. The name's Seyka.
Aloy. I could, say the same about you. You have a focus. So you're Quen. You're not exactly like any diviner I've met.
How do you even know that?
I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but first...
Just one for now. I saw you before you crashed, flying on a sunwing. It didn't look like you knew about that tower, which means you're new. So what brought you here?
I'm looking for someone. There's a ruin. On the hill northeast of here, that's where I was headed.
The ruin on the hill. You mean Starlight Rise?
You know it. Is there another way to get there?
Maybe. But first, we're gonna have to do something about that tower. I think we can help each other, Aloy. The tower's not far from where my people made camp. I can show you the way.
Hold on. You said we can help each other, but what exactly are you doing here?
Let's just say, I need that tower dealt with too. Come on. This way. Follow me.
All right.
We'll have to take my skiff to get to the settlement.
What were you doing out here anyway?
The skiff's rudder is a bit off. I was after some parts to fix it. And sometimes, you just need to hunt alone.
Heard.
Here she is. I just need to attach this component I picked up. Hold tight.
Never seen a boat like that before.
Me and a gearhead back at the settlement roped it together. Works well enough. That'll do it. Skiff's good to go. Hop in.
This looks freaking sweet. Driver!
Oh no. Not another one.
Uh-oh. Whoa, it shoots anything that flies.
Like I said, there's no getting to Starlight Rise so long as that tower's there.
Whoa.
Okay, casting off.
Huh. Sure beats rowing.
I've had a lot of time to improve her design.
How long have your people been here?
About a year, I think. We hit this massive storm crossing the Great Ocean. Lost half the fleet and our bearings. It was a miracle we even made it to these shores. We've been stuck here ever since.
See. I'm sorry to hear that.
At the Capitol Records
Just
building?
how many of you are left?
Not as many as there should be. We've had other troubles since the shipwreck. And some of those remaining aren't much help.
Sounds like you're not thrilled to go back.
Bringing back an Outlander is certainly going to complicate things. It'll be fine. Just follow my lead and let me do the talking.
If you say so.
That's it on your left. Fleet's End.
Uplifting name.
We weren't in great spirits when we made landfall. Okay, here we go.
I wonder what they use for like the motor on that. Makes them fuel it. Alright, whatever, it doesn't matter.
I don't know anything further. May I be dismissed?
No. You will remain here until the trader returns. You!
Here we go.
Sorry.
One act of treason breeds another, it seems. Stealing a diviner's focus, leading a barbarian into our midst.
Where's the Quen I know?
Arrest them both. Remove their focuses at once.
Arrest us. This is a matter for the Admiral, not a compliance officer.
By all means. It's true. Seyka stole the focus.
Who's the barbarian?
She's done for.
Things seem kind of tense around here.
It's not our best day.
Admiral Garrett! It's as I told you, sir. The proof is now before your eyes. A soldier dared to don a diviner's focus, the eye that reveals the legacy. But Seyka did not stop there. She brought a barbarian among us, in direct violation of Confidentiality Clause 3A.
Oh no.
Protocol states that these...
I might be our last chance at finding our missing people, sir. Diviner Vi's focus showed me his last moments. He found a clue. The ruin on Starlight Rise. There's evidence our people were there.
Hunter's headquarters.
Now we have no means of safe passage. Not in our current situation. But she might have another way.
Remember the law, sir. Focus is for a diviner. No one else.
Seyka's actions are indeed concerning. And there will have to be a reckoning. But finding our lost crew is paramount. If Seyka has a chance of bringing them back, our course is clear. Even compliance must recognize that.
All right. We just met him. So I'm not going to get too excited. But I admire... Okay. I admire people who are willing to make their rules flexible as it relates to the demands of the environment and the events and the context. And to give a little bit of extra education, so to speak, or theory on this, there is actually an entire theory / approach in the field of marriage and family therapy called structural family therapy. And within the realm of structural family therapy is a lot of discussion of hierarchy, power, and boundaries. And the general idea is that humans are successful in their groups, whether it's their microsystems or their macrosystems or mesosystems in between, when there are clear yet flexible boundaries that adapt to the demands of the adversity that comes upon us daily, weekly, monthly, etc. And that a system's ability to reorganize those boundaries on the fly to fit the demands while also remaining clear about what those boundaries and expectations are, those are the systems that are going to thrive the best. And that happens through clear communication and consensus around hierarchy, which means that problems develop when humans are approached with transitions, adversity, problems, and rigidly adhere to boundaries or overly diffuse them, where people will just hold the line on a rule or a boundary, even though it is not necessarily in the best interest of the individuals in the system at large to do that. So it's a big, long way of me saying that this leader guy was just provided an opportunity to determine what it is he's going to do with his boundaries and with the rules of the tribe in the context of some new information and a agenda that apparently includes going to get these people back. And why I admire his stance here with the very limited knowledge I have about how these people operate is that he is saying, yes, the rules are important, but the demands of our current environment dictate that we may need to lax those rules a bit here in order to achieve what we're trying to achieve. And I'm willing to do that and then figure out what to do on the back end. That's good leadership. That is the type of person that you want leading a system, because it's a person who understands the very basic theory that I just explained 2 minutes ago. So that's what goes through my mind when I see that happen right there. You know, this guy on the right, the constable, I guess, is the compliance officer, is being quite rigid with his boundaries, and that is arguably to the detriment of what the tribe needs at this point in time. And so this is a really beautiful example of what clear, flexible boundaries versus overly rigid boundaries look like when adversity strikes.
I will allow it. Seyka and the outsider are free to pursue this lead.
Nice.
But sir, if...
Cool sandals, bro.
Outlander, I'd like a word when you have a moment.
Right, he can still express his frustrations despite that he made that call. Again, that's a guy, man, can't emphasize this enough. Seriously, in your leadership, you want people who can sit with dissonance and make important global decisions within that dissonance. And that is exactly what this guy just did. He's frustrated with her. He hates that she broke the rule, but her discovery potentially leads to them achieving something that they've been trying to achieve. So he is willing to lean into that dissonance right now and not necessarily make a clear call at the moment of what everything will be. He's like, you know what, for now you can freely roam, but I'm also going to make sure you know that I'm frustrated. Excellent. Excellent. If you're a leader, learn from that.
Damn them.
You okay?
I shouldn't have said that. It's just that my sister is one of the missing. Not only that, she's our last navigator, our only means of getting home. I've got to find her, even if it means using a forbidden relic.
And just as we talked about in the Forbidden West playthrough when we met the Quen, this is the problem with overly pigeonholing people into roles and skills. People sometimes do this as a way to make themselves indispensable, but what happens when the environment takes that from you? You're screwed. This is why you should diversify who has access to what. They are very much a rank and file tribe, a need-to-know basis. Like, you've got this literally this navigator who is so important to you being able to get home. Why are they not in bubble wrap? Why are they not like being monitored at all times? That seems like it would be a terrible thing for the navigator. What are we doing? Have a backup, even if it's a person who's maybe not as good. Like, this whole idea that all of this falls apart because one person is stuck up on a hill, it's just terrible. Avoid that as best you can.
Meanwhile, Rang and the others act like I'm the problem, when in reality, I'm the only one looking for a solution.
Look, I understand. Maybe more than you know, but for now, I think we need to calm down and just...
calm.
Yeah, Aloy. Aloy. Oh. All right, here we go. Aloy's back. I mean, come on, it wouldn't be a Horizon playthrough if I'm not a little hard on Aloy. We're hot off the God of War Valhalla DLC, where I was just blessed with wonderfulness, and so back to Aloy is okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper here on why Aloy would say something like that. Aloy has just expressed that she possesses some level of experience that can lead to her empathizing with what's going on, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. And even the way she said it, I understand maybe more than you know. That's totally fine. One of the things that Aloy has consistently done, really since Zero Dawn, when presented with adversity and with problems, and with her own anxiety about those problems, is she shuts it down. Like, Aloy is not a particularly emotive person. She doesn't really talk about her anxiety. She doesn't talk about the ways in which she might be sad or frustrated or angry. She just bottles it up and goes off and leaves everybody behind and tries to do things on her own. That's the way that she manages this stuff. So I think the fact that Aloy hasn't really done that work for herself to get more in touch with her emotional experience and validate it effectively, when she engages empathy, as she is right now, she rejects it when she sees it in somebody else. So she says, I think we need to all just calm down. You all know this at this point. That ain't going to work. I am very anti saying the words calm down to people when they're upset about stuff, because if it was that easy, they would. The issue here is that Aloy doesn't want the emotion here to get high because she rejects her own engagement with it. And so really that saying calm down is selfish, for lack of a better word. Because Aloy just said she could empathize. Really, the way that Aloy might want to engage here is to say, like, yeah, this makes total sense why you're frustrated. Like, that is bullshit. So what are we going to do about it? Like, you could still go problem solving without saying we need to just calm down. Level heads will prevail, blah, 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 blah. It's not helping anybody to do that. And so when you get the response here of, like, I am calm. I mean, maybe not, but that's people generally don't like having their like emotions and their emotional intensity labeled to them like that with a directive of negating it. So Aloy should use that empathy to engage more with being in the moment here instead of rejecting it as she often does for herself and then immediately going to problem solving.
You're right, of course. Getting upset isn't going to help.
Getting upset is fine.
Okay.
Getting upset is fine. It is okay to be emotional. It's okay to be flustered. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be experiencing the confusion of dissonance. That is totally fine. It's okay. Indulging the intrusive thoughts, perhaps some compulsive behaviors around that being upset, that's where we run into problems. I know it's a repeating theme throughout everything we ever talk about, but very important for me to make that distinction. Like, if I was sitting here talking to her, I would be like, hey, you can be upset. That's fine. Like, we can do all sorts of cool shit while you're upset. We just got to make sure that the decisions we make while we're upset are ones that go in the direction we want to go, which is saving your sister.
We both need to get to the place you call Starlight Rise. But that tower seems like it knocks anything nearby out of the sky.
Out of the water, too. It fires at any watercraft in range.
Oof.
Oh, great.
Cool.
Well, it seems to me you've got some kind of plan in mind to deal with it.
Maybe. Between the two of us, there might be a way.
Dig a hole. Tell me about it. But first...
Well, you're a good fighter, that's for sure. But beyond that, I don't know much about you.
There's not much to tell. Nothing special about me. Except my sister is pretty well known among my people.
You don't seem so ordinary to me.
I was just a petty officer until we ran aground. But we lost a lot of midshipmen and lieutenants to the storm and the wreck. And now even more of them are missing. So I've been trying to step up and help the Admiral.
It took a lot of guts putting on that focus. Seems to me he needs more like you.
Huh. Tell that to Rang and his toadies.
Nice job, Aloy. Nice job. Nice job. Well, we're gonna just kind of bookmark. We're gonna bookmark the comment about her sister. Her sister's well known in these parts, and I am a nobody in comparison. I have to believe that's probably an orienting identity, and I'll be interested to see the way that plays out. So my antennae are up on that. I'm not going to make any judgment calls on it right now. That's one of those things that if you hear somebody say that, you file it away. Start looking for patterns. that help you understand what that actually means. I do like, though, that Aloy built her up a little bit there. Like, well, sounds like he needs more people like you. Sounds like you're maybe not as plain, crunchy granola vanilla as you think. It was very nice.
So your sister is a navigator?
More like the navigator. The only Quen who can steer by the stars without instruments. She reads the sky like a scroll. Knows every constellation by position, no matter how much it spins around up there, which means she's been an Imperial favorite ever since her first exam. One of the fleet's most precious assets. And now she's gone.
Damn.
She and the others just disappeared?
After we made landfall, the hard way, the Admiral sent out scouting expeditions with the very few boats we had left. Not one of them returned. I don't know what happened to them all, but I do know it has something to do with that tower. And Starlight Rise.
We're agreed on that. Is there anything else you can tell me about that tower?
It just appeared one day a couple of weeks ago after our scout boats went missing. And it shoots at anything in the sky or sea. Machines, boats, you.
Okay, don't remind me.
I tried to get near it, but it's mounted on a tall ruin with machines all around. On the plus side, its range is limited. I've been testing it with my skiff and setting up buoys to mark the radius.
I can't tell if that's smart or reckless.
Phew, that's ballsy.
Both, maybe. I'll admit there have been a couple of near misses.
What exactly did you find on that diviner's focus?
When the scout boat sent by the Admiral didn't return, he sent our very last one to find out what happened to them. Diviner Vi was on board. They made it as far as Starlight Rise, went inland and found a camp and a bunch of equipment. It looked like some of our people went into a ruin there. Then they spotted a machine, unlike anything we've seen. Silver and gold, moved like a spider. Spooked, they ran back to their boat.
They were lucky to escape. I've dealt with those things before.
Well, their luck ran out fast. The morning they tried to sail back, the tower went up and blew them right out of the water. Vi's body washed ashore here sometime later. A friend of mine found it and let me know. The same friend that ratted me out to Rang for taking the focus. But what was I supposed to do?
I would have done the same thing. Trust me.
It's true. This is a very small detail. I just want to give Gorilla a bit of credit here. Seyka's reaction when Aloy asked what was on the focus, they either mocapped or animated her eyes darting around a bit. Like, she had this moment where she asked herself, what should I say / what can I say? And it really nicely encapsulates the fact that her taking that focus was a problem. Like, it was a big deal that she did that, and her tentativeness around what to share about that and how to share it, it's just really nice. Like, I don't have an analysis for that. I just really want to point out that if you go back, scroll back and like watch her reaction when Aloy asked that, you could see this like moment where she's like, oh God, like, I don't know whether I should share this or not. Like, she's shaky around it because it's new. It's a totally novel experience, and it's one that's above her pay grade. And so really big kudos to either the actress who did that via mocap or to Gorilla for that direction, because that's really, that was awesome. Love that.
You think there's a way to do something about that tower?
If we want to reach Starlight Rise, we have to try. I was able to approach the tower on foot, but I couldn't get close enough to shoot at it or anything like that. With the right help, though,
Show me the way and we'll give it a shot.
you'll probably want to resupply first. You can use my skiff if you need to hunt for resources. Just stay south of the settlement. The tower can't hit that side. I set up some buoys to mark its radius.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go clear my head. There's a bridge that leads to the ruins where the tower is mounted. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Hold on. There's one more thing. The Quen here, all of this. You were part of a larger expedition, right? Headed for San Francisco?
That's how you know about us. And you've seen the others, haven't you? And they're alive.
Most of them, yeah. I can put you in touch with them, but we should find your missing people first, right?
They're alive. This is great news. But yes, you're right, it should wait. If we tell everyone now, it'll just be a distraction. So for the sake of the missing, we have to keep the focus on them.
All right then. I'll see you on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, you will.
Might not be a bad idea to resupply before I meet Seyka. Or I could explore a little with her skiff first.
I got some folks I want to talk to.
You. A word.
What's up, Admiral Garrett?
So, a barbarian strolls into camp with Seyka. The two of you promised to find our missing people. Given our desperate situation, I have little choice but to agree. That doesn't mean I like trusting our fate to a stranger.
Fair.
Who are you? Where'd you come from?
My name is Aloy. As for my life story, does it matter if I can help?
I suppose it depends on the cost. Compliance has trained its sights on Seyka, and by letting her gallivant off with a foreigner, I may have given her just enough rope to hang herself.
It seems to me she can take care of herself, but I'll do my best to keep her out of trouble.
Very well. To that end, is there anything you need to know?
Boy, Aloy sure likes to take an oppositional position on authority. Which I get. Like, I get it. It makes sense. Authority's annoying. Red tape is annoying. Gets in the way. I've thought a lot about Aloy's lack of diplomacy, so to speak, particularly with people who are in positions of power that she comes across on her journeys. And I think to myself, like, where might that come from? Why would that be the case? Like, what's her covert bias here that maybe she isn't even aware of that makes it so that she has an edge on her when she engages with these folks, where she might tell you she didn't even realize she was doing it? Because there's a difference between overtly knowing what it is about authority you don't like and pushing back because you just want to stick it to authority. And then there is the covert, passive, subtle ways that our behavior changes because we possess a degree of bias towards something that we're perceiving in front of us, that we change our behavior as a way to orient ourselves around. And early on, authority was the biggest problem she had. All of the old ladies in the mountain cast her out. Like, literally the reason Aloy wasn't socialized with the Nora and was instead outcast only with Rost was because people in positions of authority followed a doctrine that's impact absolutely shaped her development as a person. So it would absolutely stand to reason, because the brain makes these types of associations. Like, it's not like you just go through the world and these things bounce off of you. You make all sorts of schema and associations with the things around you, both actively, passively, all via reinforcement and the way that you consciously attend to different parts of it, et cetera, et cetera. And so anytime that Aloy's presented with somebody who's all adorned in leadership gear, who has power and can dictate terms on her, she basically advocates for her inner child and uses her adult influence and her power to fight back a bit. And it comes out in aggression toward people in positions of power, particularly when she first comes across it. So if Aloy was sitting wondering, why is it that people in positions of power seem to not be willing to work with me right away? Say, well, because you don't exactly show up in a way that is inviting. I'm not saying that you have to smile or anything like that. I'm just, if you are going to go into these contexts and make demands of people on your journey, you do have to be willing to work with them and recognize that not all positions of power mean problem. There are people out there who can responsibly wield the power that's been bestowed upon them. With the very small first impression we have of this guy, he appears to potentially be one of them. So that's a bias that Aloy doesn't have to get rid of necessarily, but it's something that she absolutely would benefit from recognizing and acknowledging, so that next time she sees somebody who's in a position of power like this, who's adorned that the way they are, she can say, okay, I really need to make sure that I keep myself in check here and work with this person and find that common ground and engage diplomatically to get where I need to go. Because taking the antagonistic perspective that she tends to take on these people just elongates their willingness to trust in her and work with her, and it creates all sorts of problems. So that's the kind of mental track that you go on sometimes as a therapist to help people understand their behavior and how their formative experiences might show up in ways they don't really consciously think about in the here and now.
You said your situation was desperate. How did all this happen?
We sailed from across the Great Ocean. Ours was the tribe's most important mission in a century. It was to be my swan song. Now it will be my epitaph. A typhoon struck us midway, cleaving the fleet in two. I know not what happened to the other half. Scattered, stranded, probably sunk.
I don't know. There's always hope.
After we beached, I sent out scout boats to explore the coast. None returned, and I haven't the craft nor manpower to mount a search.
That's nice. That was really nice. Maybe I give Aloy the 4D chess perspective on this. Perhaps Aloy is going to give Seyka the chance to find the other group and potentially redeem herself in the eyes of all by being the one who found them. But that was really nice. She didn't just play her cards right there. She gave that response, which if I was him, I would think is kind of annoying. Well, there's always hope. Are you kidding me? With what? But that's nice. Really, really nice. I'm a fan of Aloy understanding the cards she has and the power that she has. And this is a time where I think her withholding of that information is probably a good idea. There's really no reason for her to give it to him. He's feeling her out. She's feeling him out. Cool. She just told Seyka. Seyka can figure it out. Seyka could potentially redeem herself with that information, if we trust her, which seems like Aloy does. That was nice. What I was gonna say, as more of the basic bitch analysis on this, is that her response there actually fits Aloy's psychological profile, so to speak, because one of the things that Aloy seems to be particularly averse to is when people are negative Nancy's about stuff. When people are like, oh, well, we're just going to throw our hands up and quit. Yep. No, it's never going to work out. Oh, Like, she gets really activated by that. We saw it with Beta in spades. But this guy's like, well, cleaved us in two, and they're probably dead. And Aloy knows they're not, so that helps. But Aloy has this real tendency to push back on people when they just assume the worst, which I just find interesting as a pattern.
First I lost half my fleet, now I've lost half the survivors, so don't speak to me
Of course
hope.
he's annoyed. Yeah, of course.
And yet, Seyka found a clue on that focus.
You're just like her. Yet don't give up.
You seem to think highly of Seyka.
She is an exemplary Marine. Persistent, selfless, resourceful. Being stranded is a battle of attrition. Everyone wears down eventually, but not her. Not yet. I've come to rely on her more and more. She's our best hope for finding the missing. I'm sure of that.
Nice. Cool.
Compliance sure seems to have a lot of sway around here.
Compliance officers are the eyes and ears of the Imperial House. It is their duty to ensure that the wisdom of our ancestors doesn't fall into the hands of our enemies. And so they ferret out the disloyal and disobedient. Inspections, interrogations, all in the name of security.
All I see is one man causing a lot of unrest in your camp.
Being liked is not part of compliance's mandate. Assuming we ever return home, Ren will report on the crew to his superiors. That fact gives him a lot of influence. I can only pray that he uses it for the greater good.
I mean, that is fair. Like, you can't enforce boundaries and be liked at the same time all the time. I mean, there is utility to having that.
I'll do my best to help Seyka bring back your people.
If they're even still alive. Keep her safe if you can.
Thanks for the trust, broski. It's on that clipboard, huh? You got there, bud. Where'd she come from? What's up, dude? I heard you're my biggest fan. Alright, see ya. Trade with the painter. Not interested. Damn, this is a big ass settlement.
You on guard duty soon? Okay.
New batch of potions.
Waterstein Journal. Notes since the wreck. Book, a Waterstein journal filled with muddy fingerprints and scrawled notes. Day 21. Finally, the tides are kind to us. We've got enough shelters built, and our sick and wounded are past the worst of it. Scouts are keeping an eye out for fresh medicinal herbs. Almost used up the dry stock I salvaged from the wreck. Day 28. Ulray came by yesterday with an injured jay he found. Insisted I do my best to help it. I have sailors to mend and not a broken bird, but given our current morale, I ended up promising I'd patch it up and set it free the moment it's stronger. If it doesn't stop squawking to the stars soon. Day 32, found a healthy patch of mature wild ember not far from here. Steeped in hot water, it should induce a deep, dreamless sleep, something many of us need right now. Day 39, named the bird Eitri. He's doing well, but his left wing's still hurt. He's a very sociable creature, loves it when I tickle him under his beak. Having him around does raise the spirits. Day 48. Cook had some bitter leaf to spare, decided to experiment. Crushed up, added a bowl of water, and mixed with a dash of sea salt, it makes a curiously fizzy tonic. Its soothing taste may signal it's a good way to stave off pain. Day 61. Well, that's it. Itri's cage has been open for almost 10 days now, and still he stays. Guess he's one of us now. Day 78. Ancestors, I knew there was something off about the last night's lobster stew. Perfect time to test out my fizzy bitter leaf mix. Oh, jeez.
Good job, sweeping.
Yeah, once you name the bird, it's over. It's personalized.
I want a thorough search of all belongings.
I see compliance is keeping busy.
Day in a row. You have no idea. Or maybe you do. Meet me at the burial grounds, up the western hill.
Okay.
Splinter within. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, the shores are actually burning. How about that? What up, guys?
Burial grounds. Better wait at the campfire for that Quen soldier.
Yeah, why not? What?
You came. I wasn't sure you would.
Well, I'm here. I'm guessing this has something to do with the compliance officer's inspections I saw earlier?
Whoa. Hold on. I saw you stand against compliance with Seyka. You must have your own reasons for doing so. But just how far are you willing to go to oppose Rang?
I'll do what I can. Look, I get that you're not quick to trust, but I can only help if you let me.
I suppose you're right. Especially in times like these. You've seen the influence compliance has here. It's even worse back home. But there are a few of us who do whatever we can to undermine them. We joined the fleet to further our cause, led by Diviner Enki. A while back, Enki set out with a crew to recover a priceless shipping manifest, disguised as a scouting trip.
But they never made it back.
Exactly. Only Enki and Kelva, another ally, knew the true purpose of their expedition. That manifest could lead us to undiscovered focus caches back in the Great Delta. Which is why I need your help to find Enki, or finish what he started.
So when you joined the expedition, you were after this shipping manifest?
Not quite. The fleet was originally bound for a different city far to the north, one we believed held many powerful secrets. Enki had hoped to recover as much knowledge as he could before it fell into the hands of the other diviners. After we wound up here, he found a scrap of data that mentioned the manifest and its supposed location. He realized this find would more than make up for our failed operation. It was a wind in our sails. Hope, at last.
Okay.
I'm guessing there are more compliance officers like Rang back home?
Rang is a poisonous toad. But the Board of Compliance is the black heart of the Empire. It breeds fear and suspicion. All Quen are expected to watch for any sign of disobedience or malcontent. Turns neighbor against neighbor.
Yep.
Even divides families.
Yep.
My own brother, eager to rise in the ranks, reported our mother to compliance. She was innocent, of course. But after they released her from interrogation, she wasn't quite the same.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
That kind of betrayal, it never really heals.
Yeah, that sucks.
The manifest that Enki was after, you said it could lead to more focuses?
Stockpiles of them, all back in the Great Delta. Only diviners are allowed to study the legacy. And from what Enki told me, only part of it at that.
So with focuses of your own, you could learn the truth for yourselves.
Not just learn, use. Everything the Quen have built, our fleets, our technologies, comes from the legacy. The true might of the Empire. With that knowledge and power on our side, we could finally loosen the stranglehold the boards have on our people. Maybe even overthrow them altogether.
I mean, I'm all for this. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if this is real life, I'm not getting involved in this. Like, hey man, that sounds like a great endeavor. Go, figure it out, get it done. But like the idea that Aloy would just jump into this.
I'll try to find Enki's expedition. Where exactly were they headed?
An island far to the southwest. Enki believed the manifest would be found in a ruin there. I also thought I saw smoke rising from another island east of it. Perhaps they ran into some trouble on the way?
It's worth a look.
If, ancestors forbid, something happened to Enki out there, his focus can still help our cause. And the manifest he was after.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
You know, like I'm all for, power to the people and everything. That just seems like a hell of a diversion from the current threat. It's just like, damn, you guys got some shit going on.
There's 2 leads to look into. If the shipping manifest Enki was after points the Quen to more focuses, it could really change things in their homeland.
Yeah, it could. What, buddy?
Oh, my mistake. She should be more considerate.
I can spruce up your garments if you like.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Wait a second. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second.
You make those colors. Stand out even brighter.
Oh, yeah. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? About time, DrMick. About time you found it. All right, good shit.
Hey.
Yep. That's a real good rock right there. That's a nice rock. Yep. Just checking out that rock. It's a good one. It's a nice one. Good, nice one.
Admiral says we can trade. Let's.
Oh! This game kills it on the representation, man. Absolutely kills it. Freaking love that. Was it vitiligo? I never know how to say that right. Super cool. All right, I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna do the side quest first. I'm gonna take the boat and go do that. Let's go help out the revolution while she waits on the other side of the bridge. What, dude? Plus, I want to drive the boat. She gave me the keys to the boat.
Let's see.
All right, let's go.
Huh. Not a bad way to get around.
Dude, this is badass. You should all know that my cat is laying in front of my screen right now, and I can barely see Aloy on the skiff because my cat's head is there and he's just looking at me like this. Is that a buoy? Is that one of the safety buoys? Gotta be, right? Oh, what's going on over there? Here in LA. Way to go to LA. It's gonna be like so fun. Like the shores are.
Places any? Smoke. Might be the distress signal Theo mentioned.
Rex Mix. Yeah.
Machine's riled up about something on that ramp.
A clean shot!
You won't be needing that weapon. Me, on the other hand. Quen's stuck on that ruined bridge. I better get in there and clear out those machines.
It's not too late to turn back, stranger. You flipped it!
What up, homie? Who's yelling at me? Who's there?
Go back the way you came, girl. It's dangerous.
Did you not just see what I did, dude? What the hell? How do I get up there? Hurry.
Stay away. There's only death here.
Dude, I just killed everything. Rokomo. Jack, knock it off.
Outlander, don't come any closer. This island's cursed. Go back the way you came, girl. It's
Kill the
dangerous.
machines. Okay, so there must be a machine just chilling around here somewhere that I'm not seeing. I do hear something. Come on. Come on my lap. Come on. Come on.
Stay away. There's only death here.
Come on, dude. There we go. Okay.
Stay strong, Outlander. Outlander, don't
How
come
many
any
more
closer.
machines are there?
This island's cursed.
We got kangaroos. We got kitties.
Okay, area's clear.
There we
I
go.
should check on that Quen.
Good lord. Oh, now you kick the ladder down.
You kill machines well enough, stranger. Mind a word?
Are you all right?
I'll live. But what's an Outlander doing all the way out here?
My name's Aloy. I met your tribe back at your settlement. I'm here to look for Enki's expedition.
I see. I'm Rokomo. Diviner Enki was my charge. We ran into machine trouble on a small island to the west. I had no choice but to drag Enki out of there. Didn't get far, obviously. A strange gyre smashed our boat into the ruins offshore. Barely made it to this island. And then we ran into those damn machines. Enki saw them before I did. Took a blow in my stead. He died from his wounds not long after.
If Enki is gone, I was asked to return his focus.
Impossible. It was lost to the waves. But now that you're here, maybe there's still a chance for my comrades. I left them on that island. Please, you have to help them.
Okay, I'll do what I can. What about you? I can't just leave you here.
Don't worry about me. I cobbled together a raft.
No.
With those machines gone, I can get back to the settlement on my own.
Okay. Be safe then. I should head to the other island. See if there are any survivors. And if Enki's focus sunk with their boat, I might be able to recover it. I gotta find that gyre Rokomo mentioned.
Yes, I'm sure the focus just floated straight down. Guaranteed. Just right down to the bottom. Ooh, what have we here? Text mail from Tony Webster. From Tony Webster to contact us, RexMex customer satisfaction. Subject, don't ruin Pangea. Okay, first off, I just want to say I'm a big Pangea fan, and I was so excited when you opened a RexMex location outside of the park because the Clever Swirl Cinnamon Roll is the best kept secret, and being able to get it droned into me anytime I want is great. That's it. Ever since you started running these special promos, I feel like it started to go downhill. Like the 3 for me, Triceratops tacos were all right, I guess, but this latest all-you-can-eat chili con carnivore extinction event just doesn't respect the spirit of what Pangea is and has reduced a highly beloved Hollow franchise to a fast-printed heap of mass-market muck that's not what true fans want. Data corrupted. Those must be just so much fun to write.
Strange-looking creature. Guess it was some kind of mascot for this place?
It's just a dinosaur. Hell, this is a dinosaur.
It's not gonna work while this gets stuck.
This boat is so damn cool. This makes the DLC worth it just to drive this boat.
The gyre's turning up the sea. Must be where Rokomo's boat sank. I might be able to find Enki's focus below. I better dive from a distance. Stay out of the vortex.
Dude, look at the water effects under the... Oh my goodness gracious, it's so awesome. Oh.
Time to disembark.
Oh.
That might be causing the gyre. What's that caught in its tail?
God. We gotta get in the kelp. Get in the kelp. Get in the kelp. Get in the kelp. Get in the kelp.
I can grab it from the net if I'm quick. Just a little more. Could give me cover.
Give me your tail. Give me your tail. Just give me your tail. Dog jeez. Come on. Gimme. Gimme.
Fighting me here.
Gimme. No. No. Got it.
Got it. Okay. Better head for the other island Rokumo mentioned. See if there are any survivors.
Oh man. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. That was exciting. Now all I need is just somebody on the front of my boat with a hurdy-gurdy. Just admire the beauty of what this game is. Oh. Oh, is this LAX? Ah, I guess that would make sense. Awesome. Yep, definitely
I think I'm
LAX.
getting close to the island Rokumo mentioned. That's far enough. Machines. I'll have to clear them out before I can look around.
Oh boy. Oh. Okay, that's a lot of sun wings. Hey, bud.
Wire can't hold on.
Oops. Just blew up the skiff. Javelin. Yeah. Wait, did that thing literally just go into the water to try to get the fire off of itself? If it did, that's amazing.
Okay, area's clear. Better look around for any survivors.
This game is so gorgeous. It's amazing. What have we here?
Foreign soldiers. This must have been Enki's expedition. I better take a closer look.
Oh boy. Charred remains.
Killed by machines. And there's a note. They thought Rokumo was up to something. I better figure out what really happened here. My focus can help.
Oof.
These Quen were under attack by machines. But they held out. For a while, at least. Materials for a raft? Maybe these Quen tried to leave the island after Rokumo took the boat. Six bedrolls, but only 3 bodies. Enki and Rokumo left on the boat. So where's the last soldier? Okay, so the Quen stranded here were building a raft when machines killed them. Enki and Rokumo escaped earlier, but one other Quen got away. I better check for tracks, see if I can find where they went. There, tracks. Maybe more than one set.
Okay. Get all those planes out there on the beach. I mean, these guys couldn't have gone that far.
The last missing Quen. Killed in a struggle.
But with who or what?
She was stabbed to death. Rokumo lied about what happened here. Looks like his tracks keep going.
Darn it, Rokumo. How could you?
Tracks end at the water. And there's drag marks. The boat must have cast off from here. So Rokumo killed that Quen and took Enki. And left the others to die. He's got a lot to answer for. But first, I'd better find the shipping manifest Enki was after. A ruin's a good place to start. Maybe that tower.
Dude, these robots will never not be creepy as hell, just like chilling here. Oof. Whoa!
Glide in. That was lifelong gamer logic there. That equipment might have the shipping
Activate hollow projector. This is air traffic control.
It's here. There's a lot of data to sift through, but it should lead to more focuses in the Quen's homeland. For now, Rokumo's got a lot to answer for. He said he was going to sail back. I think I can catch him near Fleet's End.
Maybe. Air traffic control. United Airlines flight 69er. This is air traffic control at LAX. We've got significant flow of water on the runways, and I'm gonna need you to circle around. I mean, you gotta explore these jets. Can't leave without looking at these planes.
I better shake off this wet.
Yeah. That's usually how I say I'm gonna dry off. Get out of the shower, I'm like, I gotta shake off this wet. So all this shit over here, I bet there's so many people that don't even like come over here and look at this. It's so neat. Palm trees growing out of it. The water effects are just chef's freaking kiss. Be cool if I could summon my boat. There's gotta be some lore or something somewhere. Must be that newfangled year 3000 plus English. Yeah. Shake off the wet.
My pack's full. I can get it for my stash later.
That was the slogan for my high school yearbook, my senior year. Gotta be something over here. Reward me. Give me something cool. Like, somebody had to render these planes and then like figure out, okay, so now if we break them apart, what would still be showing and what wouldn't. Like, I'm just so impressed by this. Like, somebody worked their ass off on these planes. They deserve to be seen. Especially this one. Nothing. No reward for me. Now I gotta run all the way back to the hangar. Gosh. Parked my car in the wrong spot. I gotta say, LA sure is a lot prettier. 1,000 years later, flooded by water. Come on. Ooh, what do we have here? Brimstone sliver.
Some kind of crystal. Oh, strong smell. Merchants might be interested, though.
You found a piece of brimshine, a rare and valuable resource. Hidden in the burning shores, brimshine can be used for upgrading certain weapons and outfits, trading with specific merchants. Always got to be unique currency. She just took a big old whiff of brimstone. Like it was nothing. Not what I would have done. How was she supposed to know? Crazy ass highway. Train. So cool. Alright.
Water looks calm enough.
You're gonna get like, what, 3-foot waves today? Alright, so we gotta go back to the settlement, it seems. Confront my guy. You lied. Hey, thanks for watching my videos. Those of you that are here on Twitch, thanks for being here live. Those of you that watch these on YouTube, thanks so much for your support. I appreciate it. It's very cool that you care about what I have to say. Sure, we'll probably do something with all these islands soon enough. All this stuff, dude. There's so much shit going on here. This is a big ass map. Big ol' LA sprawl.
Rokomo should be around here somewhere. He's got a lot of explaining to do. Maybe more sailing later?
Yeah, but he's got to know that if I'm going to go investigate this stuff, I'm going to find out wrongdoing. He can't be this dumb. Ooh.
This note says someone stashed a key they found.
Scroll, a short scroll of parchment lined with glyphs. C. Confiscated an ancient artifact from a marine. When pressed, he confessed that he was able to use the small device to operate a nearby metal door. The ancient space itself may be of use to our little distilling operation. With no remaining diviners, the protocol regarding the device is, let's say, conveniently murky. I've taken the liberty of stowing it in the place near the waterfall. Let's talk in person. No need to involve the Admiral. Hey.
It's somewhere in the settlement, near a waterfall.
Why would you leave that note out in the open? It's just begging to be discovered.
Thanks for the meal.
Ready for another day?
Alright, where you at, bud?
There he is.
I see you.
Ah, so you made it back.
Yeah.
Aloy. I see you've caught up to me.
You lied, Rokomo. I went to the island where you left your fellow soldiers. 3 were killed by machines, but the 4th? You killed them. Then dragged Enki away.
So you found the truth then? After we made camp, I saw Enki sneak off with another soldier. I tailed them. Overheard them discussing some kind of manifest. That's when Enki's allies spotted me and attacked. She left me no choice.
You were ordered to spy on Enki.
My orders on this expedition were to serve Officer Reng. And Reng suspected Enki was up to something.
And because of that, everyone except you is dead. But there's something I don't get. Why ask me to go back and save them, knowing I might discover what really happened?
It would have been worth it if it meant undoing the harm I caused. Before Enki died, I asked why he didn't just let the machines kill me. His answer was simple. We force ourselves to do terrible things because we think we have no choice. Hearing that made me want to make up for my mistakes.
He wanted you to see there's always another way. And if you really want to atone, you should stand up against Reng. He put you up to all this.
Owning my crime is one thing, but defying compliance? Reng will report to the board upon our return home. I'd never walk free again.
Would that stop Enki? Well, it's your choice. As long as you remember that. Just think about it, okay?
Whoa. It's like that guy has been watching DrMick playthroughs. Hearing us talking about choice.
On guard duty soon?
Remember what we're working towards. Home.
Congratulations. And save your please for the admiral.
Uh-oh. What's going on here?
That's enough out of you. You had better have significant evidence, Reng.
Sir, the witness I uncovered was quite specific. They overheard her conspiring with Diviner Enki before he left.
That's absurd! What did you offer them to lie?
Hold on.
This is no business of yours, barbarian!
Oh, it definitely is. I found Enki's expedition. All but one are dead because of your interference.
If that's true, I had nothing to do with it.
Yes, he did. Admiral, I'm a risk specialist. Reng told me that Diviner Enki was a traitor and ordered me to shadow him. When one of the others discovered me, I was forced to protect my cover.
And what of Enki?
Innocent. He died trying to defend me from a machine. Whatever evidence Reng has against Theoa can't possibly be right.
Admiral,
Silence! 5 people are dead. You deployed a risk specialist and didn't disclose it.
As is my right!
Not in an emergency, you idiot! We're shipwrecked. The crisis clause of the Maritime Charter clearly states that you must transfer all covert assets to my command. And don't get me started on the subject of coaching witnesses. Take him to the brig.
Ooh.
Theoa, you're free to go. Rokomo, with me. I want a full report. Your service is noted, Outlander.
You're welcome.
Here's Enki's focus. I put the manifest on there for you. Use it to find more focuses. Free your people from compliance.
I'll do my best. Enki would want me to. Please, accept this. You're a gift from the ancestors, Outlander.
What if I told you I'm a clone of one of them?
Things would get done faster if we bothered.
Quen Deadeye outfit. Finally get a Quen outfit. I don't like that helmet though. Cool though.
I need a good haul today.
There's a waterfall here. We gotta keep by the waterfall. I'm gonna follow this river. What are you doing up here, dude? What's up, man? With your cool freaking sword. Look at that. Why don't I get a sword like that? Waterfall. Waterfall. That's not the waterfall.
Hey, can we switch shifts, please?
What about this one? I want to find that key, man.
Speak like you're any better than her.
Get it later. For now.
Not many can do what I do.
Your girl's got a bridge to cross.
Watch where you're going.
Which we will do in part 2, as you probably expected. Thank you, friends, for making it through the first episode of Burning Shores. I hope you enjoyed it. It was lovely. I'm excited to see where else we're going to go with this. It's a great, fun, beautifully aesthetic game. Thanks for leaving a thumbs up. Thanks for the comments that you might leave. I really do appreciate them. They help a lot. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Come hang out with us live sometime if you can. Check all the links down in the description and follow those. You're a fantastic group of humans. And if you're watching this many years down the line, thanks for watching me. If you're watching these as they come out, I appreciate you as well. If you are binging, I will see you in the next episode where we'll cross that bridge. And if you're waiting for the next one to come out, I'll get it out as fast as I can. Y'all are fantastic. You matter. And I'll catch you in the next one.